Hello, and welcome to Hug Embassy. This is a visual novel, I think. It's from a game jam that's going on. I saw the creator on Twitter, and I decided I wanted to try playing it, so that's what we're gonna do. Sorry that the resolution is kind of weird. I don't know how to fix that, but we're going. Oh, hello. Are you here for the Hug Embassy intern listing? Yes. Who are you? Of course you are. Come on in. I really appreciate it. Now take a seat. My name's Charlotte, and I'm the one running the space. Okay. Oh, please, sorry. So, can I ask you why you applied for this internship? I was just downloading free games. I love hugs. It sounds interesting. Uh, it sounds interesting? Yeah? I can't even remember what I wrote on the internship listing, to be honest. So glad to hear it was good enough to rope you in. Ahem. Just to go over the details again. This here is a brand new shop opening up called Hug Embassy. We're a new age type of place. We offer kind ear and a hug. That's it. Now, just to make sure you're the right person for the job. Quick, give me a hug. What? Okay, let's hug. Oh, how does this work? What? Oh no, that doesn't look like it. That was fantastic. You've got the job. What? I did that good? How? See you on your first day tomorrow, 8 a.m. Stat. Oh my gosh, that's early. Oh, the next day. It's your first day. Hmm. And the place is dead. Hmm. You know, since you answered the internship listing so quickly, I just assumed that finding clients would be just as easy. Hey intern, go out and do some publicity stuff. Find us some customers. Like what, going outside and just hugging people? Since you are a voiceless protagonist, you have no choice but to comply to her wish. Okay. Go find some customers, whatever that means. Okay. Examine. It's Hug Embassy's office. You have no say on the decor or lighting. You're just an intern, after all. Okay. Talk. Okay. To the bus stop. Heart is muscle. Oh, he's so sad. Is he? Examine. There's a thin strip of concrete on the side of a 4-lane highway. Normally, this place is called a bus stop. Passengers who disembark here have the option of visiting a 5-story office building, home to one Hug Embassy, a worn-down public park, or the chain coffee house directly adjacent. Or run across the highway to grab a bus going into the opposite direction. Don't ask how you managed to get home. I have no clue either. Okay. To the playground. Examine. It's a public park, which means it hasn't been cleaned in over a year. The trash cans are overflowing, and the public water fountain hasn't worked in recent memory. If one was brave, you could see if the swings can still hold a human's weight. I mean... Oh! There's a round girl sitting on a bench with her face inches away from her phone screen. You've never seen someone so enraptured by their smartphone before. Whoa, you sound like a boomer. You approach her. She doesn't even look up. Well, time to try the good old-fashioned small talk. Oh, God. What's that you're playing? A game. You can see the vague outlines of a round, furry thing on the screen. Is that so? Well, time to try the good old-fashioned small talk. Come here often? No response, not even a flinch. Well, how about this weather? It sure is weathering. Yep, sure is. Well, this is going nowhere. She looks up at you and glares. At that moment, you get a better look at her phone and see she's playing some game where you collect cute-looking cats. If you didn't know any better, that's Meow Meow Kitty Paradise. She goes back to her game, an uneasy silence falls. You scratch your head, unsure what else to say. Might as well fess up. I'm a new intern at Hug Embassy, and I was sent out to try to find new customers. That's Charlotte's new business. Oh, our response. You know her. Yeah, I saw her moving her things into the building. She pushes a few buttons on her phone screen and finally turns to look at you for the first time since you arrived. The space keeps turning over new businesses. Nothing stays for very long. Nah, half a year at most. Not sure what the rent is on that thing, but it's a bad spot for business anyway. You look around and can't help but agree. Not much in the area. Since you've somehow managed to start a conversation, might as well keep it going. What have the other tenants been? Barbershop, laundromat. We had a cafe for a little while there. That one in particular only lasted a few months. Wow. She glances at the coffee chain store to your right. And now a hug embassy. You nod. Who has missionaries to go out and spread the good word of the hug? Never had a cult there before. I'm just an intern. Well, good luck with that. She gets up and walks off. You see her approaching the front doors of Hug Embassy. Were you already successful? When she opens the door adjacent to the front office windows, she disappears into the depths of the larger building complex. Oh. A girl who was out on the playground? Short, full figure, continuous bedhead? Yeah. That's Lily. She lives in 402 with her parents. She helped me move some of my stuff in when I was first setting up. Her parents work in public schools. I see them leaving every morning. Not sure what she does. A possible customer? Well, it's always worth a shot. Okay. To the bus stop. Because let's see if I can talk here. Oh, hi! There's a girl standing underneath the bus stop awning. You decide to look... Huh? You decide she looks like a Hug Embassy customer. Whatever that means. You go up and say hello. Oh, hello. She doesn't continue the conversation. Oh, this is going to be awkward. You try again. Why is this a line? So you come here often? Feels very like, the guy from Friends. Ask her if she's waiting for the bus. You try again. Do you like hugs? Suddenly you can hear a voice from the back of your head. It says, hey, maybe asking random girls if they like hugs is extremely creepy. Yeah, maybe, but you aren't giving me much dialogue options. That must be your conscience talking. You decide to heed it. You try again. She pulls out her phone and doesn't say anything else. You try again. You're not very good at this. Your attempts at small talks are appalling. Instead, you decide to cut to the chase. I'm an intern at a new company here. It's called the Hug Embassy. You try to remember Charlotte's words exactly. We offer a kind ear and a hug. That's it. I see. And I'm supposed to find us customers. She gives you a little pained smile. And I was wondering if you'd like to... A bus pulls up and the girl rushes onto the bus. It departs before you can even finish your sentence. Where the girl had been sitting is a single sheet of paper. Show paper. It's a test that has a B-. You decide to call it a day. So I'd like to point out, I know I said to find us customers, but I don't want you to be arrested for harassment. It would look bad for our new company. So don't be too pushy. Okay, fine, but give me different options then. Char, let's see, go to do your impossible task. Okay. To the bus stop. Playground would be the other person. Cafe, is this a new person? Talk. Hello. There's a woman with bright blue hair sitting at a table. She appears to be drawing on a small piece of paper. Oh, she works here. When you get close, it's quite a beautiful picture of a cat in the anime style. Whoa, you sound so old. That looks great. Oh, thank you. She seems uncomfortable. But maybe not too uncomfortable because she glances up at you. There's only one game with cats with an entire galaxy worth of sparkles in their eyes, and that's... Meow Meow Kitty Paradise? She laughs. Yeah. I'm drawing it for someone. You notice her name tag, Isabel Barissa. You work here and can draw like that. It's not that impressive. She's giving that smile that people do when compliments make them feel uncomfortable. Well, I sure can't draw. Or pour coffee. I'm just a nameless intern. An intern? She gives you a smile. Now I got pretty good at pouring coffee when I was an intern. But I guess your boss prefers their coffee over-sugared and overpriced? She's twirling her pen between her fingers. Oh no, I'm out trying to find customers. Customers? Yeah. You scratch your head. This part of cold sales is always so stressful. Where do you work? Hug empathy. She drops her pen to the table. Huh. We give people hugs. That, sounds interesting. It vaguely sounds... it sounds like code for something. And back to making her feel uncomfortable. And it's totally free. Yeah? And we absolutely are not a cult. What a weird script Charlotte has you reciting. No wonder she doesn't have reliable customers. Just then, one of the baristas behind the bar is yelling out Isabel's name. She snaps up her pen and sketchbook and all, but runs back to the bar without so much as a word goodbye. Guess her break is over. Damn. Oh, that was weird. Talk? The girl, Beatrice, from the name on the test paper, is looking frantically around the bus stop. She makes eye contact with you and comes rushing over. Did you happen to see a piece of paper here yesterday? It would have been... You pull out the test paper from your pocket. Oh, thank you, thank you. I was looking all over for it. We had to do corrections and, yes, I need it back. You give it back to her, but decide to ask her a few questions about it. I'm sorry I creeped you out yesterday. Oh, it's alright. I'm used to it. That's, used to it. But she doesn't say anything after that. Why does it look like the grade was changed? Changed? Yeah, it looks like the minus on the B had been modified into a plus. We were supposed to fix our incorrect answers on our test and give them back to the professor. But that wouldn't explain the changing of the grade on the paper, right? I think I fucked up. Oh yes, that's me. It's nice to meet you. I'm a player character and thus I don't have a set name. Oh my god. It's good to finally meet you, officially. Just then, her phone rings and she rushes to answer it. Yes, I'm fine. No, I'm not standing in the middle of the... Yes, the GPS must be off slightly. Oh. Oh my god, are you being tracked? It does that sometimes. Yes. No, it's alright. The bus is coming, yes. Yes, the timetables online are accurate. No, all phones are like this. I'll call you when I go to class, Dad. I love you too. Jesus. The bus is pulling up and she smiles at you. You hand her the paper and she disappears onto the bus. It pulls away. Alright, let's see. So I get like one chance to talk to one person. So let's go back to the playground and see if... Hi, Lily! So you talked to Charlotte about me? Maybe. She keeps tapping away at her phone. Looks like she's currently petting a black cat with a bright red nose. That silence goes on for minutes. You decide to break the ice again. What do you do for a living? She freezes, then continues to tap away at her phone. Let's try something else. You decide to break the ice again. So you live on the 4th floor? Creepy. It is creepy. Sorry. Charlotte told me as all. She continues to tap away at her phone. You decide to break the ice again. So, Meow Meow Kitty Paradise. She looks up at you. What about it? She seems tense. I played that game too, when it came out 4 years ago. Yeah, now it's cringe to still be playing it. That's what you're going to say? Hey, no, I wasn't. Whatever. She says, the saying comes to mind that this feels like pulling teeth. So, what starter cat did you pick? Ginger. I chose Calico. Calicos are really rare now. They stopped making new freebie kitties with the 3rd season, and the new ones are only from paid polls. They have a shop feature now? She laughs. I guess you're not up to date with the new features of the game. No, I didn't keep up after all, Sorry. The font is kinda hard for me. No, I didn't keep up at all after I stopped playing, 3 years ago. Tap, tap, tap. You can see she's opening a cat carrier in her game. A white cat comes out, adorned with sunglasses and a big floppy hat. Nice. Is that one rare? Yeah. I only have 2 more days until this season ends, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get her in time. She turns off her phone and looks at you. Well, guess you got that conversation you so wanted out of me. I'm going inside. She walks off. Yama Arcade Paradise. It was a game you hadn't thought about in a long time. You pull out your old phone and do a quick internet search about the... No wonder Lee has reacted so strongly when you first brought the game up. Most, if not all, the news articles about the game are negative. Apparently, there had been an incident a year and a half ago where it was discovered that the app was scraping data off of players' phones. Oh. The developer has since claimed that they had removed the data mining code and apologized for the oversight, but the damage had been done. The comment sections are brutal. Again, possibly your better judgment, you re-download the app and start a new account. You pick the Calico starter. Okay. Let's go to the cafe. Hey, sorry if I made you feel uncomfortable the last time I was here. Oh, you again. Are you here to try to sell me on that kiss hall or whatever it was again? Hug empathy. And, you decided one little white lie couldn't hurt. No, I'm just here on my lunch break. Ah yes, our government mandated 30 minutes. Makes you and I both. She motions to the chair across from her. Looks like your talk of the hug embassy hasn't scared her off just yet. I didn't get to ask. You know my name, but I don't know yours. I don't have a name. I'm one of those nameless video game protagonists. You're funny. She laughs. Speaking of video games, that internship was actually for a game dev studio. Her eyes light up and she leans forward across the table. Really? Yeah, I got to work on their character art. Some of my art is actually in an app. That's incredible. She pulls her phone and shows me some pictures of anime-looking cats. It was actually from Yami on Kitty Paradise. The one you were drawing the other day. She puts away the phone and glances down. Yeah, that was a commission. The family is pretty active, so they like to hire out all the old artists for additional sketches and stuff. Even the really minor characters. She thinks for a few seconds, not saying anything. Ah well, the position wasn't as cool as it sounds. I worked on some collectible characters and stuff. They're all really minor roles. Your art is still in the app though. Yeah, I guess it is. She drums her fingers across the table, thinking. I was hoping to move my way up to lead character designer. Not there, but like, somewhere. It was good times. I miss that internship a lot. She gives me a bit of a pained smile. Sorry it had to end. Well, it looks killer on my resume at least. An alarm on her phone goes off. And that's the end of my government-mandated 30-minute break. Back to the old grind, eh? She winks at you, gets up and leaves. Everyone's playing this game. Maybe you can make this place like a fan club for it. Guys, talk to this person. Oh no. Oh boy, here we go. Beatrice is sniffling, keeping her head down. You pretend not to notice that she's also crying. In her lap is a textbook. You recognize it as something vaguely sciencey. It must be for the same class as what her test was about. Do you have another test soon? She wipes her eyes. No. I just wanted to get a little bit ahead. Especially after the last test, which, well... She nods at you. It's very studious of you to read even during your commute. Well, it's either that or sit in silence for an hour and just watch the other cars. You look up at the car suddenly stopped in front of the two of you. That's an awful long commute. An hour, one way. She sets the textbook. It used to be shorter. Her phone pings a few times, but she doesn't even glance at it. Don't they record those lectures? Seems like a bit of a waste to travel all that way just to watch something you could have done at home. Well, the teachers like it when you show up to class. And I need to do better. Is the class not going well? She rubs her eyes and moves her phone to her pocket. The pings got softer. It's hard. University classes tend to be, or so I heard. I'm a player character. Not really sure if that's in my backstory or not. You're very strange. Thanks? She rubs her arms and wipes her eyes again. I wish I were a player character. It was so silent you almost didn't hear it. Yeah? It seems like it would be nice. People always like player characters. They're heroes. Well, I guess. You're not really sure what to say in response to that. I mean, sometimes they're not. Right, of course. A few more pings on her phone. She rubs her eyes again. I'm sure, the next test won't be so hard. She nods, but doesn't say anything. Her phone buzzes. Player characters get to go on adventures. Must be nice, to get out of the house sometimes. Not be stuck anywhere. Her phone rings. She pulls it back out and starts to type on it. You're thinking of anything to say, but then the bus, her bus, starts to pull up. She gives you a smile. She gets up, nods goodbye, and gets on the bus. It's quiet as the bus drives away. I feel bad for her. Alright, playground. So, I chose a Calico starter again. Are you playing it? Yeah, I re-downloaded it yesterday. You got me thinking about it again. It's really fun, but whoa, there's a ton of new stuff. Did you quit before they introduced the battle mechanics? Battle mechanics? Yeah, you can force cats to hiss and swipe at each other now. She shows you her phone with the image of a spectral black mass with eyes and a few face scars. This is, presumably, a cat. His name... His name reads Big Chungus. That would explain the training scratcher post I got for my freebie today. Those are really nice. Once you have a dedicated room in your cat house for a gym, you can line the walls with them and the cat glitch out, and that forces the... You know a lot about this. The battle scene is my big interest in the game. They also revamped the beauty contest and added more customizations. Did you know about the data mining in Meow Meow Kitty Paradise? Her smile disappears. Yeah? Who doesn't? Were you playing it at the time? I've been playing since day one. And you didn't mind? I don't have anything worthwhile to steal. What about your credit card information? Bank details? I don't have a bank account, and I get all my in-game kitty bucks from gift cards. But they were stealing your data. Doesn't that make you feel... The game makes me happy. It's fine. They stopped that anyway. They even gave away some pretty rare accessories as apologies. Can't you play another game? One that doesn't have a history of, you know? Sure, Dad, I get it. I should be playing dumb cringe games that is selling all my data to advertisers. I mean, most apps are selling your data anyway. It's not good, but the game makes you happy. What's next? Are you going to ask me how many job applications to send out today too? Hey, can't I just have my 5 minutes of fun with some dumb PNG of cats? She goes back to tapping on her phone. Sorry. Yeah, you overstepped. She holds up her phone to you. On it is her Meow Meow Kitty Paradise friend code. You can get extra freebies if you have friends. You add her to your account. Friend list 1. I gotta go. I need to fill out some, I need to do some stuff today. Without waiting for her to respond, she gets up and leaves. You look back at your phone and see that she sent you an in-game message. It just reads... What is this supposed to be? Am I a boomer? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. To playground, to cafe, okay. Talk. Isabel waves to you when she sees you. She's got a pencil in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. In front of her is a half-finished sketch of some furry-looking creature. I must be pretty lucky to always be able to catch you on your lunch break. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Especially since it's only 30 minutes. Though today I got a whopping 45 minutes. 45? What's special about today? I'm working doubles today, so they rolled my extra break in with my lunch, so all together. Ouch. A double? Yeah, but that's overtime pay. That must be nice. You sigh an unpaid internship. Especially with the rent increase. She's adding a few lines to the sketch she's currently working on. Not sure if I'm going to be able to finish this in time. In time for what? Oh, it's nothing really. She's back to acting all embarrassed. One moment she's so proud, and the next, defacing. What is this nothing then? Well, this commission is supposed to be finished by next week, and with these new shifts I've picked up, I'm not so sure I'm going to finish in time, that's all. But the job pays better than the one one-off commission piece, so... Ah, yeah. Fair enough. She puts her pencil down and sighs. Will it be a problem if you turn it in late? Probably not. Besides, the fans are usually pretty reasonable. She's staring at the piece, not saying anything. But... Hmm? You seem really sad for a client who, as you described, is pretty lenient. Yeah, I just wish... I don't know. I'm bothering you, aren't I? Not at all. Isn't this what you charge your clients for? Yeah, I'm just talking your ear off about my problems. We don't charge our customers. What? Really? No, it's free. And you're not a cult. That's what Charlotte, my boss, tells me. But what about you? Do you think it's a cult? Quirky and unusual? Yes. Cult? Not really. And it's free. Someone up front drops a dish. The servers behind the counter are all scrambling. I should get back to work. But your hug embassy is free, right? Yes, it is. Then maybe I'll see you around. She gives you a smile and heads back behind the bar. You head out. Oh, do we have a customer? There's no one here. Guess not. Back to the bus stop. There's a light drizzle at the bus stop today. Which of course doesn't show on screen. You're a player character. You're used to stuff like this. Whatever that means. Oh, hello. Beatrice is standing further under the bus awning today. The cracks in the roof don't do much to keep her dry. I wanted to apologize yesterday. I said some odd things. It wasn't really that odd. And I mean to pay you for your services. Huh? I really talked your ear off, crying and all that, and, I know, well, normally you charge for that service, right? Do you charge at all? Charlotte had never really mentioned payment before. I don't think we charge at all. What? Your services are free? Yeah. Water drops keep leaking through the roof of the awning. I didn't know that. Her phone buzzes. She silences it today. Can you, She moves her back to the other shoulder. Where's this hug embassy? You show her. Charlotte had whisked her away as soon as the two of you had stepped into the office. She had just finished giving Beatrice the tour. So you just listen? Yep, and give you a hug if you want one. And it doesn't cost anything. Nope. The girl looks at her phone. There's another bus in another 40 minutes. She sits down in one of the chairs. At first, she doesn't say anything. She just rubs her arms back and forth, worrying. Charlotte sits lightly down on one of the couches. This hug embassy. Tell anyone? Nope. Everything here is confidential. And since you haven't asked it, and I just wanted to make it clear, no, we're not a cult. No, we are not therapists. Beatrice lets out a long sigh. Then, in this case, I know it's not really anything bad or anything, but it might be nice to at least tell someone that. She breaks off into a story. Beatrice was born to a family of screw-ups. Wow. Oh boy, here we fucking go. Her father yelled, her mother nettled, and her two older brothers took after their parents. They all sat in that small apartment they called home, tripping over each other, voices carrying over the radio, the TV, the neighbors' dogs. Beatrice dreams of space, of room to grow and stretch out. She made the crippling mistake of telling her father. They, the whole family, laughed at her. They yelled at her. At first she used it as fuel. She got into college all by the power of her own work. Her family were not happy. They tried to stop her from going, telling her it was a mistake, that it was too dangerous. And it was this that her father clung to hardest. Because college was in the city, where all the dangerous people lived. He would not let her go, her mother echoing everything. It was for her own good. I'm too dyslexic for that word. On one condition. She would install a security app so that he would know where she was. And they called her, text her. And they called her, texted her. Was she where she said she was going to be? Because if she wasn't, well, she would hear about it. She managed to make it work for a while. Until something did happen, like one of her father's delusions come to life. A man noticed a young girl getting on the bus every day. This man kept trying to talk to her to get her number. She said no, tried to get him to stop, but the man escalated. He would yell obscene things at her, would follow her after she got off the bus. Preachers knew she couldn't tell her father. She wouldn't be able to continue, but she needed to change her route. She got up earlier and took another bus. It doubled her commute, and her father asked so many questions. The bus was constantly late. I had a morning study group. There's evening labs to attend. Beatrice was getting good at lying, something she never used to do. It scared her, but the truth scared her even more. Where did her lies end and her reality begin? It's quiet in the room. Charlotte looks to you. You think of something to say. I'm sorry you're going through that. She rubs her arms back and forth. Thank you. I know I'm just whining, and I really should just, I don't know. I should have just ignored that man and just, her words peter off. Thank you for sharing it regardless. Her shoulders shake. She's crying. I don't know how to do this. Okay, onwards. She wipes her eyes. Thanks, well, sometimes it feels like a lot. I know it's probably not. But well, it's just hard to get through the day sometimes. It's a lot. Like, your entire family is against you and they're being... Okay, I know that, like, nowadays people do have, like, tracking on their phone, but it's different when you all agree it's for your safety and not your parents using it as, like, a weird abuse tactic. Yeah, and getting catcalled like that is always going to suck. Her phone vibrates. It's getting close to when the bus arrives. I have to go. I really appreciated this, thank you. She gets up and leaves. Charlotte flashes you a smile. Nice. It's another day at Hug Embassy, and you can't help but notice that one local bus stop woman is not present at her usual spot. I haven't heard anything from her, if that's what you're curious about. You keep looking out the window, at where Beatrice once stood. Charlotte puts a hand on your shoulder. Why don't you go out and see if you can find any other customers? You nod, but feel sad. Hello? Uh-oh. I can't see. Huh? You can't believe it. Lily isn't where she normally is, but her phone is. Did she leave it behind? Well, luckily, you know where she lives. So you pick up the phone and head back towards the office complex that houses both Hug Embassy and Lily's apartment. Just as you're about to open the door, Lily comes rushing out. She bumps into you, and you bump into her. You fall back, and Lily takes a nasty fall off the side of the front step. She hits the flower bed with a loud crunch. Ow! Are you okay? Charlotte comes rushing out, probably to investigate the strange noises. Lily, are you alright? My leg hurts so bad. Charlotte leans down and looks at Lily's leg. Can you move it? Oh no. Well, it's probably not broken. It hurts. Intern, help me move her into the office. You can elevate the leg on the couch. You and Charlotte both pick up Lily and move her into the office. Let me grab some ice and I'll let your parents know you took a bad fall. And I can call an ambulance. Ambulance? No, I'm not that injured. But you were just... I'm fine. I can't. I don't have insurance. Ah, okay. No ambulance then. And like you said, it's probably not broken. All three of you look at Lily's elevated leg. Right. Ice. She leaves the room, leaving you and Lily alone. Her hands are playing with the fringe of her sweater, constantly moving. You hadn't noticed it before, but Lily seems to be in constant motion. I found your phone. Oh, gimme. Those moving hands reach out, grabbing for the phone in your hand. As soon as she has the phone in her hands, you can see her visibly relax on the couch. Well, as much as you possibly can with an injured foot. It was out on the park bench. You can see the startup screen from Meow Meow Kitty Paradise. Charlotte pops back in, carrying what appears to be a small washcloth in her hand. Huh, well, we don't usually have much first aid supplies here. I think I was planning on healing more emotional pains than physical ones. Huh, I wet a rag for you. And since the intern is here, I'm going to quickly go buy a real first aid kit. Much cheaper than the ambulance. Just hope it'll be half as helpful. We'll see you in a few. She shuts the door behind her, and you and Lily settle into silence. Minutes pass, and the soft chimes of Lily's game are now the only noise in the room. You open up your own phone and boot up Meow Meow Kitty Paradise. In the Friends tab, you can see Online Friends 1. Meowthinator, thanks for picking up my phone. Voice per tag, no problem. I'm always losing stuff. Mom asked me to pull out the lasagna to thaw. I forgot and left to pull out, but left my phone and keys behind. Are your keys still out there? I can look for them for you. No, that's okay. They're in my pocket. I thought they were outside, but no in pocket. Sounds like you're having a rough day. Always like this. Always forget stuff. I always wonder what it looks like in here. Hug Embassy is cool. Yeah? Yeah. So like you listen to people? Yeah. We offer kind of ear and hug if they want that. For freeze. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. For freeze? Money's tight right now. Yes, it's free. Can I sign up? You look up at Lily. She doesn't look at you, but keeps typing. Just like going on. A lot going on right now in my life, and people say therapy helps, but no insurance and no monies. We aren't a replacement for licensed therapists, but free. And without waiting another second, Lily begins to type. Lily's life was fairly normal. She went to school because that's what you did, and then she went to college because that's what they said you did. Relatable. She did this, she did that. She just went through the motions. But somewhere along the line of easy motions, snags started to appear. People started asking questions like, what did Lily want to do with her life? What kind of questions was that? Lily did what she was told to do. She didn't want to do anything. She neither liked nor disliked most of everything. It was just bland. Everything was bland to Lily. And that confused everyone who asked her those questions. Eventually, people stopped telling Lily what to do, and everything fell apart. They suggested things, but they never forced her to do anything, so she didn't do anything. New words appeared, words like not motivated and has trouble focusing. These words built up and up until Lily dropped out of college and everything was silent. She moved back home and shut the door. She liked the silence. She liked the blandness. But then the door opened and her parents began the same confusing questions. What did she want to do with her life? She still had no answer. Frustrated, her parents pestered her to apply for jobs. Which ones? Did it matter? She came and went in nameless jobs, always let go for lacking drive, whatever that means. Her days consisted of this. Wake up, play Meow Meow Kitty Paradise, go outside and look at the sky. Go inside and start filling out another job application. Walk around the apartment 3 times, sit down and write 3 more sentences. Get up, get water, sit down. Get up, run around the apartment, sit down. Write another sentence, take a nap, play Meow Meow Kitty Paradise. Submit application 10 minutes before the application deadline, sleep. She didn't want anything. Maybe she wanted things in Meow Meow Kitty Paradise, but nothing in front of her, in real life. How weird it was that the number on the calendar kept changing, but everything around her stayed the same. She knew time was passing, she was getting older, her life was advancing, but she couldn't feel it. Everything was just bland. Didn't mean to trauma them. My leg hurt and I say a lot. You take a second to think about what you're going to say to Lily. I'm sorry you're going through all of this. Thanks for listening. It's a lot. In a perfect world, they could go to a therapist, but yeah, everything's expensive. And she's like dealing with being like just not wanting to do this, right? I am ill-equipped. I'm just a bat. The front door to the office opens and Charlotte comes back in. Found some heat compresses. How's your leg? Fine. Charlotte looks to Lily and then to me. She gives you a look which you can't quite decipher. Feeling okay, Lily? Yeah. You now notice that her eyes are slightly puffy. She's been crying during the text chat. Charlotte is giving you the same look again. She nods to Lily. Lily looks at you, and you get it. Can I hug you? Oh, um... She looks down, and then her shoulders shake. She's silently crying. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, my scores are getting higher. Sorry, this is really, really embarrassing. What kind of loser am I? You're not a loser. Right, sure, thanks. I'm gonna... Let me help you get up. Lily keeps her head down. She was really crying, and with Charlotte's help, hobbles to the front door. You wait for them to come back, but it takes a while. You decide to go home. You can always pick up the pieces tomorrow. The next day, you get a message from Yama Kitty Paradise. Probably won't be seeing you soon. Leg worse than I thought. Bed rest. Oh no! She sends you an in-game gift. It's a cat and a leg cast. They really have a cat for everything. Thanks for yesterday. Her cursor goes dark. She shut the app. You sigh. Well, what's the holdup? Chop chop, get us some more customers. To the bus stop? There's no one here. To the cafe? Show me where this hug embassy is. Oh, right now? I've got... She checks her phone. 29 minutes left. Go, 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 go. Okay. You make your way back to the office. Your intern mentioned it was free. And I've been trying to get in contact with my therapist, and the wait time is over 3 months. Whoa! Whoa, now, we aren't therapists. Oh, I know. They told me. But I figured it's worth a shot. It's free. You're right here, and... She glances around the empty room. Looks like you're accepting walk-ins? She sits down and wastes no time in getting a few things off her mind. Isabel was from a gray family with neat little jobs and square little lives. But her beloved color and shapes and the unknown, and so naturally she discovered that she wanted to be an artist. Her parents did not understand, but encouraged her anyway. She went away to college where she expected to find a beautiful, vibrant world. It was more colorful than her home life, but there were edges of gray. Her teachers taught her the basics, moving through the motions, and at the end of 4 years, she was launched into the great big world. They had set her up with a nice internship at a game studio right after graduation. She loved it and found her color coming back in full force. But a 6-month internship eventually ends, and she found that she was back at square one. She had thought that the internship was simply the first step, but no doors opened to her. Suddenly, 6 months post-graduation, Isabel found that she was failing. She scrambled and grabbed and tried to beat her artistic wings, but couldn't manage to catch the wind. And once her money and pride ran out, she took a part-time job at her local coffee chain. Just something to pay the bills and keep her afloat. But the funny thing about part-time work is that even though it's less than a full-time job, it still seeps into other hours of the day. They ask you to stay late, to take on other shifts, but the pay is nice and it covers the rising cost of groceries, of the rent that increases year to year. So she took them, and every day she lost a little color. Years went by, and Isabel's life began to look just like that of her parents. Gray, square, and neat. Perhaps she was never meant to be an artist at all. She would think in the dead of night, maybe she just hadn't been cut out for it. If something was meant to happen, it surely would have happened by now, wouldn't it? No. It takes so much time and luck, and... Isabel trails off, her gaze not quite meeting yours. I realized recently, I can't really remember the faces of my coworkers during that internship I did. I mean, she lets out a sharp laugh. That has to mean something, right? Finally, she looks at you. Does she want to say something? Maybe. Oh my god, this is so vicious. For what? That sounds really painful. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's... Thanks for listening to me. I've just got so much on my plate, and I'm sure this is just like nothing compared to your normal clients. She rubs her arms, head down, not making eye contact with you. And I Her shoulders shake. Charlotte taps your shoulders. It's time for a hug. Okay. Ah, I got 7. Isabel wipes her eyes and looks back up to you. Whoa, what a loser I am. Well, I'm definitely over my 45 minutes lunch break now. Thanks, again. I really appreciate it. She gets up and leaves. Months later. Months! Charlotte is taking down a sign on the front door. Oh, good morning. I didn't want to tell you, but as of today, your internship is over. Though looks a surprise, it was bound to happen eventually. So, before I let you go, is there anything you want to ask me? What kind of mall business is this? Can I only ask one thing? What happened to Beatrice? Charlotte laughs. You want to know what happened to your clients? Is it because you see yourself in their shoes, in their struggles? She shakes her head. I could tell you that it all worked out for them, but I don't know that. Neither of us do. But with hearing it all worked out in the end something that would help you to hear? I don't know. I think so, yeah. I see. Then how about this? Storybook scenes. Beatrice graduated college and became financially independent. She cut off her parents and found good people to lean on for support. She's sad sometimes, but is surrounded by people who love her. Lily got a therapist and was put on medication to help her concentrate. The effects is like night and day. She's been able to stay awake and concentrate at work. She still pursues her love of mobile app cats, but has since discovered a new app to replace that of Meow Meow Kitty Paradise, one that doesn't steal her data. And as for Isabel, by a strange coincidence, one of her old coworkers came in to grab a cup of coffee one day and recognized her. They hired her on as an assistant artist in a new game development studio. She was able to work on successful and fulfilling projects for the rest of her career. So, it all worked out for them and it will all work out for you. The struggles you're going through right now might seem insurmountable, but it's worth it on the other side. Keep going. Is there anything you wanted to ask me? Why did you start Hog Embassy? Well, I inherited a lot of money from my parents. You see, my parents made a lot of money off of making some dangerous substances. And I always felt sort of guilty for that, you know? So when I got the money, I knew I wanted to do something that would help people. I looked around for places to donate it, but I couldn't get over how much bureaucratic tape was over everything. And I kept researching and reading and investigating, but I couldn't never find a place that felt like the right fit, and the time kept passing. So I decided it's better to just do something at all, instead of letting it rot away in a bank account. I bought a 6-month lease, and you know the rest. Is there anything you wanted to ask me? I guess I need to ask this. You're right there. No, not charging customers, rely on word of mouth. It was bound to happen eventually. But that's okay. I never meant Hug Embassy to last. Sure, I could have been smarter and invested in somewhere else if I had found the right place for it. But I decided I wanted to do something, anything, without waiting for the right opportunity to come around. As long as I helped at least one person, my mission was successful. Is there anything you want to ask me? No. Yeah, I get that. Come on, let's step outside. She shuts the door behind the two of you and looks out at the road, busy cars speeding past. I never asked you. You've been listening to all these other people, but no one has ever listened to you. Was there anything you wanted to get off your chest? I'm not doing this. I see. Well, since this is a video game and all, I can't necessarily comment on what you just typed. But I hope you feel a bit better for getting that thought outside of your brain and onto the screen. Frees up a little space up there, doesn't it? And if not, well, it was worth a shot anyway. Hug. Hey. She takes a breath and looks towards the horizon. I know what that road you took to end up here on my doorstep, but I hope the journey onward is a little smoother for you. Feel free to reach out if you ever want to relief these days. I'll be waiting. And with that, good luck out there. She steps back into the office building, waving. You look back to the road, towards the sun just beginning its day. It was just another day, and you were going to make the best of it. The end. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, that was the game. It was made for NaNoRenO Game Jam on Itch.io. I'll put the link down below. And yeah. I didn't mean to cry. Sorry. And if you're having a hard time, I suggest you follow the game advice. We're all trying our best. Okay. I'm leaving. Okay, bye bye.